When did you arrive in Atlanta, and how are you adjusting to Atlanta so far?
I arrived about a week ago with my family, and so far I've been adjusting great. The guys have been great. Coach has been great with the whole staff as well, and I like it so far.
What's the vibe in camp right now, just in general? How would you describe
it?
it?
Yeah, it's fun. Preseason isn't always the most fun time, but so far it's been fun. We're happy to get out here touching the ball after you haven't touched the ball in a long time, so it's going well.
After training, Portland's training camps for so many years, are there any differences between what y'all are doing now in the first 3 days and what you did there?
I would say it's similar. I think we do a little bit more without the ball here. But that's fine as well. Every team has their own style, how they want to approach things. But today we definitely got out here and used the ball the same way we did before.
Now that more of the team has been settled since when you signed, how do you fit into this lineup, do you think?
We haven't gone over that yet, but somewhere in the midfield, I'm open to playing any position. I feel like my biggest thing is just to get in the field and get touches of the ball, so I'm open to wherever.
If you are deployed kind of as a center mid, like a number 8, is that something you're very comfortable doing, filling in with this team?
Yeah, definitely. Getting in there, getting in the middle, being up and down a little bit in between, and getting touches on the ball, helping dictate the flow of the game.
What jumps out at you most, Darlington? I mean, about the team, about the guys around you. What's the one thing?
I'll say everyone's always having fun. Everyone, a lot of different cultures here. It's a good group of guys, good mix of cultures, but at the same time, everyone finds a way to have fun.
Can you compare the speed of this team versus other teams?
Sorry, I don't want to talk about my previous team, but I'd say you got a lot of speed here, a lot of guys that are good on the ball, but my biggest thing that I've seen is not guys that just have speed only, technical on the ball, and they have good feet as well.
After you signed, I think they were taking you on a tour of the locker room and then bringing you up here. I was curious your thoughts about both places.
Obviously, this is amazing. I think I haven't seen that many training grounds, but from what I've seen, this is the best one in the league, and I believe it definitely sets the bar for other teams. And the stadium is magnificent. Obviously the Falcons play there, but you can see it's very detailed for Atlanta United as well. So both are great facilities.
Were you surprised, just from an outsider's point of view, at the success of the franchise, both in terms of the popularity of the franchise and what they achieved on the field last year and their first year? Did that come as a surprise to you?
I wouldn't say the team came as a surprise. I would say more the support for the team. I don't know so much about Atlanta and how big soccer was here, but I think the support of the team that was surprising. But it's all great.
Obviously, a lot of Spanish speakers here. Has there been any trouble communicating with Tata or any of your teammates so far?
No, so far it's been good. That's why that's one good thing about soccer. It's a worldwide sport. The ball always does the talking for you, and so far in the locker room there hasn't been any problems.
What do you want to? What's your personal goal for this season? Do you have personal goals?
I like to win. It's cliche, generic, but I feel like if we're winning, and like I said, we're having fun winning and playing the way we want to play, I feel like everyone's happy.
I've been asking some of the American players about the U.S. election. I was curious if you had any thoughts on that, if there was a candidate that you were particularly interested in.
No, I haven't. To be honest, I haven't thought about it too much, or there's no candidate I'm particularly interested in myself. I just think whoever goes in there is going to do a good job.
Will it make a difference to the sport in the U.S., do you think, this job?
I'm not sure. The sport, it's growing in popularity, but at the same time, it's still new, so we've got ways to go. But whoever goes in there, I think they'll do a great job and help continue what something they do.
Is there anyone in particular, once y'all start working more with the ball and more on tactics, that you're excited to play with or alongside or go against?
Play with, it's hard to single guys out, but obviously all the attacking guys so far have been fun to watch, fun to train with, and a lot of skillful guys.
What's the most difficult part about learning your teammates? Is it the speed? Because you want to make your passes right, the through balls right.
Yeah.
What's the most difficult part about trying to learn your teammates' tendencies?
I'd say chemistry. A lot of guys, the longer you play with them, you know where they like to be on the field, where they like the ball, and their movements, what they want to do with the ball when they get it, and at the same time, knowing how I have to move off of them, but that's what preseason is for.
Is that the biggest challenge of training camp?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say it is. Getting to know guys' tendencies, where they like the ball, where I have to be when they have the ball. But it's, Tata does a great job of that from what I've seen from the team last year, so hopefully that goes well.
How much film have you watched of last year's team, just to learn the system and everything?
Just film from last year as the season was going on. I haven't watched any so far since off season, but I saw a couple games last year.
Okay.
What is your impression of Tata?
My impression of Tata? He's a good guy. He's right to it. He loves when we get the ball out there. He's very specific in how he wants the drills to be ran and how he wants the guys to move off the drill. So I think it's great.
We'll take 2 more questions. Yeah.
Had you talked to Tata before the trade was agreed to? Was there any discussion between what your role was going to be in the team, and did that play into the trade end up happening?
No, I hadn't spoken to him
Okay.
before the trade happened, but you know, I'm happy to be here. I think any player would be happy to be here and work with Tata and all the guys in the team.
What's the biggest adjustment coming to a new team? I think this is the first time you've done it in your professional career. What's the biggest hurdle for you so far?
So far everything here has been great.
Just kind of personal stuff.
Yeah,
I guess,
I would say, but more personal things. Got a family and kids and wife, so I would say more so with those things. The team has been great with that as well. Until my family and I adjusted, and then coming here to the locker room, all the guys have been great as well. As long as the staff here.
What's the biggest difference just living in Atlanta compared to living in Portland?
Man, first days was cold. But besides that, I'm not sure. So far we haven't done much. It's kind of been going around the neighborhoods, all the people are nice. I'm getting used to the southern accents. I'll say that.